Okay, we're just bored and we're here, and I'm going to work on my eagle a little bit. And if anybody wants to hop in when somebody gets here, we'll talk about that when it happens. But the link is in the chat. Hi, Steven. How you doing tonight? Hey, Dan. Yeah, I went over to Zoom. Nobody was home, so I just popped in here. You put it back in the wrong one, dummy. Hey, Kevin. There we go. Give me the spinny thing. It could have been. I mean, when they were shot, it could have flown over in one of the scenes when they were shooting the movie. But no, I'm just I got to do something besides just cars, and I'll build anything. And this is one I built for the upcoming IPMS show. I've got a pair of them, a matching pair that I want to put on the table, and so that's why I'm doing this one. It's basically done. We're at doing the detail stuff. All the basically paintwork is done. Get the canopy unmasked and cleaned up, and then got to put the turkey feathers on it, and it'll be ready to go. Thanks, Kevin. Yeah, I had other stuff going on earlier today, so I couldn't. It's the first time I've sat down all day in front of the computer since this morning, I guess it was, when I got up and checked my email. But other than that, I've been going on the run all day long. Yeah, we got a little paint touch up to do there, I see. Not a big deal. Yeah, we'll paint touch up on that side too. I'd rather have to touch up the canopy frame than try to get paint off of the canopy glass. So. Hey, Andrew, how are you tonight? Okay. Okay, clean it first, and then we will see where I need to touch up to paint that. I gotta still do the front part too. Forgot that. Yeah. All right, now I get to pick a color that'll match it. Now we get to finish cleaning it up. Need a little alcohol for that. Yeah, I spent most of today packing up stuff. The church across the street is having a fundraiser yard sale they do every year, and I took a bunch of stuff. Had to pack up a bunch of stuff to take up to give to them that we don't need here anymore. Now that Mom is gone to the nursing home. So that's what I was doing all day. Actually, all week I've been doing it. Okay, let's start somewhere in the middle. Somewhere it goes gray. That's probably too light, but we won't. Yeah, it's going to be too light. One thing I do on my Vallejo paints, I always put a little dab. You can't hardly see it the way light is. I'll put a little dab of the paint on top of the lid so I can kind of get an idea of what it looks like when it's dry. Yeah, that's still too light too. That was too light. I think we're, yeah, there we go. Which happens to be ocean gray. Because I had the whole, for this, I had the whole U.S. Aircraft paint set from Vallejo. So I had basically all the grays you could ever want. You guys find, oh, my chat is not scrolling. See if that is going to be dark enough. On there, let it dry. Different brush. This one is starting to flare out. And I need to do fine lines, and that's no bueno. What's this one? Nope. Nope, those are too fanned out. Let me find something that still has a nice sharp point on it. There we go. That one should work. Yeah, Kenny May made that for me a couple of years ago. He had one. I was watching one of his videos, and he had one on. He was using. And I said, told him, "Hey, that looks cool." And like 3 days later, I got one in the mail. We may have to take this canopy off. I'm seeing some boogers inside of it. All right, let me let that dry for a minute. See where we're at color wise. I may have to, because it's about 4 different colors in that area, so I may have to do a little blending. Yeah, it looks like I may have to. Is it on the inside or on the outside? No, it's on the. Of course, it's on the inside. Where else would it be? Yep. Hopefully, I can get it off without breaking it, because I don't have to take it off. Hey, Rick. It's not on there 100% straight either, so that gives me a good excuse to fix it. Hey, Sluggo. There we go. Hmm. Hey, Red. Yeah, it is. I enjoy doing the bare metal finishes on aircraft, and even on something like this. I mean, the light is blowing it all out, but if I raise it up high enough, you can see it's got a lot of subtle different shades of gray. Let me try this. Yeah, the camera doesn't. It's fighting the. Yeah, there's several different shades of grays and even some blues in that paint. Hmm. That like that before I put it on, and I just didn't notice. That's possible. This is always a scary part because these things are so fragile. They're so easy to crack if you're not careful. I may have to polish this one. Yeah, I just got done taking care of stuff for Mom all day and decided to sit down at the bench for a while, and nobody was on the Zoom, so I popped on here and started up a live stream. So the link is there if anybody wants to pop in live. If not, more than welcome. Just hang out. Yeah, I don't know what that is. Yeah, I think the thing's to do is just going to be to polish the whole thing. But I can also close that before bad things happen. I can glue on the turkey feathers and let them be setting up. Well, doing a plane and doing a car, especially like a P-38 like that, there's a lot of similar techniques because you're going after a shiny gloss finish on it with that for that P-38. I've got one of them. I think it's in storage. At least I think it is. I don't even remember. Yeah, I think it's in storage. I don't see it over here. In a minute, I'll pull up pictures of it. I need these turkey feathers glued on real nice and strong because that's where the stand mounts go through the end of them. So that's why I'm using the old red tube. It gives me working time, and I'm going to get a nice strong joint when we're said and done. So hard to find a safe place to grab these things when you get down to the end. That's why the missile fell off. Of course, I just barely had it glued on too. Get a little more of a taste, and we'll stick it back on there. Go in the hole. There we go. Now it's lined up. Okay. Neat trick too if you're using a red tube. You can either use go back with use the Tamiya quick set or even just Tamiya extra thin. And once it's together, just hit it with that. It's like using accelerator for super glue. It helps speed up that process. Around. I'll have to do a little paint touch up on those. Not a big deal. Hey, Dan.
Hey, what's up?
Not a whole lot. Okay. So yeah, I was out running around all day today, so I just finally had time to sit down.
Yeah, we were on for a little bit. Me and Dominique were on there. Another guy that I know from England was on for a while, and Donnie was on earlier. He said he might get back on. We sent him a message. Came kind of late, but
Yes, he's in Texas, so it's only 7:30,
ah,
7:15. We're done. Like me, it's only 7:15 here, so we're an hour behind you. Okay. Let me move this out of the way. And fix this canopy. Just right now. I should have looked at it closer before I put it in, because I can't believe that that's all me. Ping.
what's up, Sluggo? Well, I had some good news on my Mercedes that I broke the wheel on earlier in the week. If you remember
Oh
that.
yeah. Did you get it glued back together?
No, I glued it, and when I went to put the tire on, it broke again. I had glued it and repainted it. So I contacted Alpha Model. One of the things they've been bad about is not having spares. And apparently he's listened to the feedback and he keeps some spares now. So I asked him if he had any wheels. He's like, hey, he's got a full set of wheels.
Cool.
And he said, I was like, awesome. And he's like, uh, shipping, he goes, the wheels are free, but the shipping is, very expensive. What's up, Rick? And at a good salesman, he's like, yeah, it would be better if you bought something, to make the shipping worth it. So
Yeah.
I ended up buying another Alpha model Ferrari and something for a friend of mine. So I had to pay about $260 to get a free set of wheels, but I'll be able to replace that wheel and finish at Mercedes finally. Those spokes are so thin on those wheels. I only dropped it from about 2 inches
Yeah.
on the
Sometimes.
desk, and that was it. I fixed it up nice. I had it all fixed, repainted it, let it sit overnight. Next morning, I went to slide the wheel on. As soon as I touched with the wheel, it just snapped right off. So I was like, this thing will never be. That thing won't even be good for display. When I give it to my son, he'll probably end up breaking it.
Yeah. Basically, this Eagle would have been done until I realized it must have had to be this way before. I needed to pay attention. All scratched up on the
Didn't you
inside.
just start that?
Did I
Did you
just
just
start it?
start that this week? Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, about 60 hours ago.
You got that much time in it? Holy crap!
Yeah.
When did you start it though? It was just like in the last couple weeks, wasn't it?
We started it on probably on either on Sunday, I think. Yeah,
Yeah, so I thought it
after I
was this
finished
week.
40 hour build. But
Guys are crazy.
I just haven't been on the go all week and not sleeping a whole lot. So that's what happens when I can't sleep and need to de-stress. This is what I do.
That's actually something I avoid when I'm tired. Like if I can't sleep and I'm tired, I stay off the bench because I have screwed up so many minor things when I build when I'm tired. So I don't. Once I get, even if I can't sleep, once I hit sleepy time, I'm like, yeah, put it away so you don't mess it up.
And this is a Tamiya kit, so it's automatically an easy build.
Yeah, that's true. Definitely helps.
So it's automatically a pretty straightforward build. So, and I've done this plane and this paint scheme before, so I mean it's like nothing, no surprises along the way. I kind of knew what I had going in. Probably the hardest thing I did was to make this stand match the other one so that it was a mirror copy, so that the two planes are one's banking part to the port and one's banking to the starboard. So when I display them together to show.
Oh, that's cool.
Because they're both Missouri Air Guard. They're special, the Cardinal World Series, and then the Blues commemorative one. So they're both special paint job ones. Or special stickers. Let's say they put stickers on it. It wasn't a whole paint job. But yeah, I should have looked at this closer because there's no way I put all them scratches on it on the inside.
Oh, the canopy. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll never forget this guy in my club out in LA, in the Lambs group. He's a multi-time national IPMS winner, and He did a early last year before I moved. He did a demo on building airplanes and how he does it, and I'll never forget it, with his Jewish accent, or it's like his East Coast Jewish accent. He's like, "The glass is sacred.
Oh yeah, I don't even usually
Don't
take it
touch
out
it.
until I put
Yeah,
it on.
don't touch it. Don't look at it. Don't take it out of the plastic until you're ready to put it on."
Well, if I'd have noticed this ahead of time, what I would have done was dip it, and that would have probably taken all it. But I didn't see it until the thing is done. I peel the tape off with the canopy masking, and I can see all the scratches on the inside. Yeah, we need this. Be a little more aggressive. Here's my ultimate modeling polishing stick.
Oh, those are the best. I bought their ultimate like huge pack of those a couple years ago. I still haven't thrown them away. They're awesome. They last forever.
So I got a whole bag of them.
Kevin, I'll have you know I worked on this today because I sanded it the other night. I reprimed it and found more issues. So I did the rear ones today. It took me quite a while. I'm gonna hit them with some paint here in a minute and see how they do. But I still got a lot of sand to do up front. I was reminded why I put this damn thing away in the first place. That's why I decided I'm going to play with my Rubik's Cube while I think about what I'm going to do.
Yeah, I'm decided what I'm doing next. I don't know. Too many choices. I want to start on another Dazed and Confused car.
Are you doing every one from the movie?
No, just the ones that I basically already had in the stash. I already had a 70 Chevelle, and I already had the 70 GTO, and then I'm going to make the 70 Firebird. I'm going to clone it up to look more like a 74 for the Trans Am, and the 68 Firebird I already have in the stash. So those are all cars I already got in the stash. So it's like cleaning out the stash.
Kevin, you've been banned.
Oh yeah, I was gonna look. Let me go do this real quick. Let me look and see if I can find it. Disk E. Where is my disk E? There's my disk E. Pictures. Completed builds.
Yeah, who's talking about the Gullwing Sluggo? This kit is amazing too. So I like this kit so much I bought another one to build out of the box. That's one I should be working on. This kit right here is actually about 90% done. Everything else is pretty much done on it. These damn fender flares and the fact that I let this epoxy putty sit way too long have just been the bane of my existence the last year. No, Kevin, a sticker. There are no stickers. This is called a speed cube.
There it is.
This is called the speed cube. The corners in the middle are cut off so you can spin it faster, but there's no stickers. These are molded. I try to mess with it at least once a week so I don't forget how to do it. Something I always wanted to learn how to do as a kid, and I finally learned it.
And once you learn the pattern, you can do it in almost no time.
Yeah, once you know what to look for, it's a little bit of work, but then I watch these damn kids online. It's like I'm still
like 3 seconds.
I'm down to like under 2 minutes maybe, and these kids are like, yeah, 0.2 of a second. It's like, what the hell did I just watch?
Let me go back on.
Even when you remember, I mean, it's a lot of patterns to remember, so just memorizing it isn't exactly easy. And I find if I don't do it every once in a while, I'll forget.
There you go. Here's that P-38 that I
Ooh,
did.
nice. As the first model airplane I ever built when I was a kid. Didn't paint it or anything. No, that thing just reeked like Tester's orange tube glue.
This is the monogram 148 scale kit. So it's not the greatest, but
You make me want to bust out this helicopter I got over here.
and this one I just did in silver. This is before I discovered natural metal finishes like extreme
That
metals.
still looks pretty damn good.
Yep. The other one I did, which I don't think I have pictures on this computer of, I did use the metallic, the metal paints on it. And it did make a big difference. But they wouldn't have been, if you're doing it in service, they wouldn't have been that polished anyway. They were painted aluminum. It's just the modern,
It's even on the modern ones. It's a lot of work to keep them polished.
Yeah.
We used to do when I was in the Air Force. We would do the Air Mobility Command rodeo every year, and you put a team together of maintenance and pilots, and we would take the airplane. We would polish up all the exposed aluminums and like the inlet cowls and stuff. It would take us weeks. And as soon as you stop doing that, it would just what do they call that when it gets
they start oxidizing.
Yeah. Oxidizing, yeah.
When I was little in Cub Scouts, our city park used to have a T-38, not T-38, the Shooting Star. Was it T-90, T-87, T-90, whatever it is.
Shooting Star. Oh my God.
Or F-80.
It was F something. Was the Shooting Star F-80?
F-80. No, 86 is a Staber.
It is the. I gotta look it up now.
Not that it matters, but they had one in the park, and they had a Sherman
F-80.
tank.
F-80 was a Shooting Star.
They had a Sherman tank, and then they had something an old Huey. It says as decorations in the park, and for a Cub Scout troop every year for like a service project, we'd go over and on the airplane we'd wax the whole thing.
Hey, billboards! If you think the Rubik's Cube is fun, you should try the Mirror Cube. Look at this bastard. You ever see one of these, Bob?
Wow, no.
Interestingly enough, it solves like a Rubik's Cube, but you have to decipher all the shapes and sizes. It's got every row is a different shape. So instead of colors, you go by the shapes and the sizes.
And then when it's spin it, solved, it's a cube again.
Yeah, I'm gonna try it right now. This one I do really to try to stay. No matter how many times I do one of these, this one is really a thinker.
That's all right. I keep this on my workbench all the time for when I get.
What's that?
I keep a fidget spinner on my.
Yeah, that's good. This actually kind of became like a fidget spinner when I was bored.
When I get really bored, I turn on my air compressor and airbrush and see how fast I can get this puppy to go. Don't try that at home, kids. It will fly out of your hand at one point, at some point in time. Ask me how I know that. That's in the glass. I make contact to me and see if I'll get a new one.
Have you ever had to do that from Tamiya before?
No,
The
that's one
rep in
company.
Irvine is awesome. He is so good to work with. Like, just sent him the model kit and the part, the number out of the instructions, and he's never charged me, and he always sends it out right away. If he's got it. I don't know. I've never ran into one where he didn't have it, so I'm not sure what he would do, but
Yeah, it's a pretty common kit. This to me F15C. They made
he
it.
told me he keeps some kits on hand, to can. I remember I had some bad luck on a couple of Porsche kits, and one time I lost the whole decal sheet. Another time I broke a piece of glass at the end. And I had a kit that was completely missing a part to this day. I've no it looked like it had been cut off the sprue. It was the weirdest thing.
Let me try some coarse and see if I can get in there with some coarse. It's got two spots on it. It looks like they were molding flaws, is what it looks like.
Oh, they're like dimples or something.
Yeah, they're like divots, and they're parallel. But it looks like it's inside the plastic. It's not a surface flaw. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I'll try polishing it one more time and see if I can get to that layer. And I remember right, that's right either side of where the sprue attached to the sprue runner. So it might be a stress thing crack from when I took it out of the mold before it was cooled. We'll give it a go at polishing it out first. I got the 36. I may do that one. Oh, for Hasegawa? I've never had to get parts from Hasegawa either. I had to get parts from Revell and Italeri, and they were both real.
If you ever got to get parts from what do you call it? Aoshima, you're screwed.
Did Jimmy pop in? Must have a season. Yeah, Jimmy. Let me put it away in a stat. I think I don't know where it's at, but yeah, I think I got one of those 30 AMT 36 coupes or 5 windows. I do that. Yeah, as long as they still have any. If a lot of their older kits they don't have parts for anymore. Then they take when the parts all have to come out of Germany now, so it takes for freaking ever to get them. If it's a current production kit, then yeah, they get them out to you pretty quick. When I bought the that new Jaguar kit, I got the Revell Germany version, which comes in a flat box, not the square box. And I bought it from a guy in the UK. Well, he wrapped it in brown paper and shipped it to me here in the US. Needless to say, the body did not survive the trip. Yeah, Atlantis has been real good anytime I need anything from them. They kind of go the old school thing where they make the extras for extra kits just for parts and I did my space shuttle 747 carrier. It was missing parts, and I contacted Revell, and they went, I don't think we have any of those around here anymore, but I'll check. So about 4 months later, here comes a little box from Germany, and it had all the parts I needed in it. He did refund the guy who sent it from the UK and wrapped in brown paper. Yes, he did refund the money, so the kid ended up being free. But yeah, I had to go through the aggravation. I did that. I ordered one of the Eurofighters too from the UK. The guy did the same thing. A different guy, but they did the same thing. They just wrapped it in brown paper or the kit box and sent it out in the mail. That one, they sent the DHL on that one, and it was just mashed flat as a pancake when I got it. And I've not ordered any kits out of the UK ever since, unless it's somebody I already know. Okay, let's see if we can polish it back up and see. Yeah, those marks are inside the plastic. Yeah, sometimes on some of those kits, it's easier just to go get another one or go on eBay and find a parts kit than it is to wait the 2 or 3 months it takes to get the parts from them. Sometimes Atlantis doesn't, and Glencoe models. I had a kit that was missing or it had the wrong decal sheet in it, and I emailed them on Thursday. On Friday, he said I'll take care of that right away, and on Monday morning, I had that suckers in the mail.
Yeah, it's nice when they actually understand that stuff happens and take care of the customers. Aoshima was terrible. They're like, if you're not in Japan, we don't deal with customers.
Yeah, you got to deal with the distributor.
Yep. And oh my god. And then the distributor got involved. And he goes, "Yeah, we talked to Aoshima. They want pictures of the kit." And I'm like, "How am I supposed to take a picture? I had an entire parts tree missing. The entire clear tree was gone." And I got lucky. I just happened to have been on a live stream when I unboxed it. So I'm like, I'll do you one better. I got a video of me opening up the box and going through everything, and I didn't even notice as I was going through it that it was missing.
Hey, Jimmy. Let me change the format. It always defaults back to the goofy one.
What's up?
Not a whole lot.
I see Dan even has a Tesla Rubik's Cube to match his faggy car.
Yeah, on eBay is where I end up getting a lot of my. If I'm a missing part, then that's my first. Because there's a lot of times people will have kits that they're parting out, and I can buy just that part or a couple parts, or I can like that. That's what I bought. That first oldest part was for a parts kit, and then I realized that the whole thing was there, except for the one set of wheels and tires. Okay, let's try something fine. See if I can make it less noticeable. And I will order a new one, but I'll put this one back on until that gets there. That show is not till September, so I still got time. Worst part of this is I'll get almost done and I'll crack this stupid thing.
That's surprising. Round 2 never answers emails.
I had no problem getting from them either. I was able to get stuff from them, no problem.
I have had to before. You got to call them. I can't get them to respond to emails either. You got to call them.
When I bought that Super Stock 70 GTO kit, I had two bag A's and no bag B in the kit.
Oh, I saw a video on Airfix how they do their box. You know, it was like a Spitfire model they came out with a few years ago, and they had a video of them doing the injection molding, and then they had this template. When they took it out, they held it over this template and would show them if there's any pieces missing. You know, using good solid production methods.
Well, Revell just weighs the kit, and if the kit weighs the right amount, they send it out.
I've had a weird amount of issues with round 2 and windshields being missing or broken. Like a weird amount.
Well, on that one, I emailed them and I heard back from them 2 or 3 days later, and they said, "Well, send me pictures of what you got and what's missing." And I did the same thing. I went and shot a short video and made a private video and sent them the link, and he said, "All right."
Yeah.
Do you have a receipt? Yeah, I got the receipt. I just bought the damn thing.
Yeah, the last time I called round 2, the windshield was broken in that Snap Kit AMT GTO Craftsman Series 1. The first lady I talked to was rude as fuck. She told me to talk to Walmart about it. It's their problem.
Yeah, I hear you, Sluggo. That's the European German boxes, right?
Yeah, they're flat. The flat boxes, the Revell Germany ones. That's what that Jaguar. Well, that's what both of the Jaguar and the Eurofighter were both. The Typhoon were both sent in those flat.
A surprising amount of Revell kits that are boxed like that.
Those are Revell Germany boxes. Those big kind of
I
flat.
don't like that they open from the end, but I like the boxes better.
I think box art's cooler, but I don't give it.
Most of them have the same box art, but yeah. I'm sure it's all for the space saving for the European market. Got people,
I need to do some painting. But I don't feel like drink. I don't feel like painting.
It's like all your editor kits and all that. Everything I get seems like a European kit comes in that style of box.
I like the alpha boxes where they're flip top.
What brand is Alpha? I've never heard of them.
Yeah, those are those fancy ones that I build. Alpha
Oh,
models.
those printed ones?
Yeah,
A resin?
what do you call it?
Multimedia kits.
Yeah, these ones. Not only is the box solid, but opens up like that, so you can actually reuse it as you go. I am so tempted to start one of these.
Which one's that? I think it was a Porsche.
Yeah, this is with the Singer Porsche. This thing is absolutely beautiful.
I like the way how it's painted up on the top. That golf kind of look.
Yeah, that's I'm gonna do one like that.
Now, those are two colors that oddly go together really, really good. Orange and blue.
So, this one's a hobby design, but it's all the same company. I don't know how they come up with the two different. I think I showed you this one before, but let's see here. This particular one right here. Wait for Bob to pull it up here. This
No.
This is how it builds up. It's absolutely gorgeous.
Gorgeous, but damn. What was that? 236?
Yep, that's the downside.
Yeah.
But you also don't need anything. It's got everything, all the decals, all the photo etch, everything. I mean, it's literally add paint and glue and your skills.
I'm not saying it's not worth that money, but
Well, I mean, it's
a cheap ass.
Yeah, well, and it might. I mean, I don't know if it's worth it to me. I don't know. It's pretty damn. It's a little pricey. Well, let's put it this way: you're going to spend that money on a kit. You better damn well be sure you can know how to work with metal and photo etch, and otherwise you're just wasting your money. There is a guy we used to make fun of on Facebook. I won't say his name, but Alpha provides them these kits because he posts so much social media stuff for them. He hand paints them with enamels, and they look terrible.
Hey, you know what? As long as he's having fun, fuck it.
You know how painful it is though to watch somebody build a $160 or $200 model kit and just it looks like a 5-year-old did it. Oh, I hear what you're saying, Jimmy, but if I showed you a picture, you'd be like, "What?"
That sounds like some shit I'd do just to piss me off.
So when you're ready, Jimmy, when you're ready, let me know. I got one for you.
No. No. You just showing me the price, I'd be pissed you sent me that.
Oh, shit. Those don't get. Well, I take that back. I have gifted a couple of those to very special friends, not special needs friends. Sorry, Jimmy.
Mm. Just mad I don't fuck you like I do, Gary. I've had a few beers, so the sensor is gone.
Oh, I'm shocked. Friday night, I'm shocked.
No, I've just had a fucked up day at work. 4 o'clock comes around, I'm ready to go.
You start
But,
drinking at work?
I'm not ready to go. I'm in the back packing around 4 o'clock, and there's still a bunch of shit to do. 4 o'clock hits, everybody leaves me and the 3 supervisors there to finish everything.
Okay.
About 30 minutes in, or 2 supervisors and a line manager. 30 minutes in, both supervisors just tell us to go fuck ourselves and leave. So me and the line manager were there till 5:30 finishing everything. I was fucking pissed. You think the supervisor would release today?
Yeah, right. They're expensive kids. Now, the other thing is Alpha has what they call their VIP program. So I help him with surveys and product suggestions. And if you post build videos across social media, your progress photos or do videos, he gives you this point system, and every point's $1. So, for instance, when I bought that second Singer Porsche there, that $236 one, I got I got it like 165 off because I had racked up points. But so usually what I'll do is I'll wait till I have some points before I put in I put in an order with them so I could get those Mercedes replacement wheels going, and I had like 135 points already, so I paid for half my order. Makes it a little more affordable. And if you really do a lot of social media, which I don't have time for, like if I did build videos on that, he'll actually send the kits for free. There's a lot of people that take advantage of that. That's a lot of the modelers out there. That's how they're paying for them. Yeah, Kevin, you could, but I don't know. I saw a few build videos. Actually, I bought a built one off of somebody that did one because that Singer Porsche wasn't available for like a year, and so I bought a built one off of a guy. And when I got it, it was like, oh, I gotta get one of these. This thing is so incredible. But then they came back in stock, so I was able to pick one up. But I'll show you the built one. But the only thing that bummed me out is that it got damaged in shipping. I was able to repair most of it, but it has scratches on the front windshield. I should ask him if I can get a windshield for this. This one was built by Paul at Pro Scale Models, and he had it for sale on his Etsy site. This is actually
I'll break it.
Yeah, no shit. This is actually the let me change my camera here, zoom in a little bit. There we go. This is actually the Singer Porsche DLS, which is it's a different kit, but I have this one too, and this thing is phenomenal.
Oh, that's a gorgeous car.
Oh yeah, I mean it even comes, if you look inside, it's kind of hard to see, but it has all the carbon fiber and
oh my god,
the plaid design on the seats. That's all decal work. You even got the ducting. Carbon. Now there's some touch up I had to do. I didn't match it very well because it got chipped in but it's got you can't quite see it, but it's got a big scratch in the front window, which makes it, I guess, not terrible, but anyway. And then I didn't even notice this. I got a chip on the. Anyway, Paul went a step further and he carbon fibered the engine, which I don't know how the hell he did that. You see that carbon fiber? That's just gorgeous.
Yeah.
That's not actually kit decals, but I love the details, like the photo edge screen here, just like the real car. Anyway, I have this kit too. I bought this from him because that other kit was out of stock for so long. I thought it was out of production, but the kits are just absolutely gorgeous when they're done. And nobody makes anything like this. You put this next to a Revell kit, it's not even a comparison in realism. But yeah, he shipped this to me, even though I think I had him ship it overnight because I didn't want it traveling through the system, and it came all mirrors were broken off, and I had to peel a window off so I could get in and repair like the that that crossbar, which is part of the roll cage, had broken loose. So
If he overnight it and it still came like that, it sounds like he did a shit packing job.
he actually did it. No, he did a pretty good packing job. If you ever see how these packages go through the sort facilities, you would never want to send anything fragile. It's just there's no way to sort millions of packages and be gentle with them. You know, they tumble, they go through belts, they get.
Oh, I work on an assembly line. I know.
But well, most of the stuff that fell off, he had done like white glue. You know, he used very sparing amounts of glue, so it was pretty easy to put it back together. It's just that that window got scratched, and there's nothing I can do about that. It's a pretty deep scratch. Most of it was pretty minor, just gluing the mirrors back on, and it really wasn't a bad job. But I'm going to use that as a template when I build mine.
Hey, Juan.
I need to paint these bumpers, but I don't feel like painting.
All billboards, I hear you. My wife, I don't know what she come down. She was looking at my Alpha Models kit. She goes, you got over $1,000 worth of Alpha Models. I'm like, how do you know that? And why do you care? I didn't buy all of them though. I got a couple were gifts and a couple I got good price on. But I'm always torn because they're a little bit harder to build in some respects, and some respects are a lot easier. But they're so addictive because you're gonna have a really awesome looking car when you're done, and it's keeping me from building some of the other stuff that I like. I got a '69 Camaro up there. I've been itching to get started on. I don't know what I'm waiting for. I really should put this freaking Mercedes away. Who is one? Who is that?
We don't know. He's in here a couple times though.
He just got a good burn on Jimmy.
Over the top pose. What you mean? If I'm sitting like this, my arm on my head.
Defective part. Contact customer service.
Oh, great. I've been muted this whole time I've been talking.
Dumbass pulled the Kevin.
No, yeah, Sluggo. I was going to say, I don't even want to know what my stash costs if I added it all up, especially the stuff I paid premium prices on. I did just sell my Model Factory Hero kit this week, which I was torn about, but I don't know. It's been sitting on the shelf for a year, and a kit at that price needs to be built.
Oh goddamn!
Talk about how many kits you can buy for an Alpha kit, where you can buy several Alpha kits for the price of a Model Factory Hero kit. Bob, that's looking very nice. Is that done?
With Bell monogram kits.
Yes and no. I still have to put it on the display base, and right now I'm trying to navigate to Mia USA's website about getting this part.
That looks nice, very nice.
There's the part number.
I actually have to request a part from him because I broke one off of my Fair Lady Z the night before a contest, so I stole it out of one of my stash and I need a replacement.
Jesus.
Kit number 61029.
Oh, so the pinstripe, and I want to get for my
9
truck. I might get it for free.
dash 3300.
Guy that pinstripes for my mom's work
Yeah.
fucking said, since he knows my mom, he'll hook me up on some pinstripe. I get my truck pinstriped.
What's the part number? What's the part number on the canopy?
2069.
D6. You sunk my battleship.
Oh, he's primer, and I see it now. I was like, damn, he's already got that thing ready for paint. I can see he's primer. It'll be laying in the bed with you right now.
Okay. Dot, dot.
Oh god, I'm gonna paint these. I had to strip this grill and bumper 3 fucking times. First time I didn't get all the LA Awesome washed off it, so it rippled. Second time, I had it sprayed chrome and looking good, and then I changed my mind, decided I want to paint it black. I want to black out all the chrome. Fucking idiot. That needs sanded over. We're gonna let it fly. It's gonna be. Oh, Bob, see, Kevin gave that kid that kit.
Yeah, I saw that. I am not a robot. Submit.
Oh wait, you were in the fucking Zoom last night, weren't you?
Please
Oh,
fill out
fuck.
this field. I did have it in there.
That's right. That's right. We're in there last night. I can't
Submit.
remember if it was.
Thanks for contacting us. Your message will be submitted, has been submitted, and our tech will be in touch with you.
Who'd you email?
To me, a USA.
Oh,
There's a canopy for this. Has got one side of it has like ripples in it, and it looks like it has stress cracks that run along the other side where it attaches to the sprue. So I will. Hopefully, they will send me one. If not, then I will buy one. If that doesn't work, I'll go on eBay and see if I can get one for parts out of a parts kit. Speaking of spare parts, oh yeah, I got to put those on yet too. Forgot about those.
is there anything like round 2 or well, you can get one.
Yeah,
round two.
as
Round
long as
2's
they've got
hooking up.
one, I don't see a problem with getting it.
Round 2's hooked me up more than once on some shit. Shit, one of the guys I talked to, he's way cool. I was missing the windows I had bought. It's always the Walmart kits. When my Walmart gets kits, there's always something fucked up with them. So I don't know why I even buy them, but the 70 Camaro split bumper and the 72 Cheyenne, both I'd bought from Walmart, were missing all the clear parts out of both of them. So I called him, talked to the guy. He's a cool dude. He actually asked how I'm painting them and like what color and what if I'm building them stock. And I told him the Camaro I'm pro streeting with a 3D printed 572 blown. And me and him talked for a while. He's a builder too. I wish
most
for
of them there are.
I wish for the fucking life of me I can remember what his name is. This was about probably 3 years ago. But when I got the package, in the package was a full set of skinny fronts and fat backs for the whatever drag kit. Front tires looked like they were out of one kit, and the back tires were out of another kit. But
I know Jamie there, but he primarily focuses on sci-fi stuff.
I wish I could. This was like 2 or 3 years ago. Like I said, I wish I could remember for the life of me what the feller's name was.
He designs some of the kits and mostly the sci-fi stuff.
I know the last time I called him, the first girl I talked to was a bitch. I was missing something, or yeah, the windshield was broke on that AMT, that Craftsman Series GTO they come out with. I got it broke, and when I called up there and explained to her about it, she told me that it is Walmart's issue because I bought the kit from them and hung up on me. I called back next day and talked to a different dude and told him what the issue was and what the bitch said, and he's like, "No, that was definitely not at all true." I wish I would have gotten her name. I did not. Sounded like he already knew who the hell it was, though. He was not a pretty cool dude, too.
Yeah, most of the guys that work there are modelers, so.
I told him how, actually, it's sitting next to me right here. Friggin' dumbass. The new windshield I put in. Well, both back tires are broken off of it, but it's covered in dust because I'm very pissed off at it. I put a giant glue smudge on the windshield, 2 of them, after it was already installed and painted. That's it. I seen a photo of Kevin Hart's GTO painted these similar colors with similar wheel colors, and I like the way it looked. It turned out really good. I don't know if it's going to pick it up or not, but there's a giant glue thumbprint on the windshield. As soon as I did that, I sat it over here and have not touched it. About an inch of dust on it. And some mystery goo all over the roof.
Okay. Do a little warm down of this.
Here, here's the back wheels. That.
Dry for a couple minutes and put the paint on them.
Turned out really good. I'm upset about that windshield. But I wasn't going to.
Let's get rid of some of the sprue that's extra.
I need to glue these back wheels on and just stick it in my feet. And sitting next to it. And sitting over here in the corner. So. Man, I finished that in December. Damn, that thing has been over a long time. Jesus Christ. You should have painted it for him, Kevin.
Okay, that's all parts off of that sprue.
So tomorrow I will not be in Brian Drive. I am going to see Jason Aldean at that Riverport.
I haven't been there in years.
Mom. So I'm pretty happy to go. I've never been to Riverport. This will be the second concert I've ever been to. My first was a couple months ago when we went and seen Brooks and Dunn. Up at
We used to go there all the
time. Where's Brooks and Dunn? It was at the Blues Stadium.
Okay. That's what those are for. This kit has 3 little metal rods in it. It's like, what the hell are those for? But I built it in flight, so I didn't need them. They are internal struts for the landing gears. Go inside the strut, so it doesn't collapse. That's kind of cool.
You're playing with your rod? What?
They have metal rods that go inside the wheel parts so that they can handle the weight of the plane. If I'm real careful, now let's give it a couple more minutes to dry. Give me that paint. Let's see, we want a lighter color for those. Let's drop down about 2 shades, 3 shades, about 3 shades. No, that's too much. Too much contrast. Go up. Go up one. Yeah, that's closer.
Yeah, fuck it. I'll try my chances. I probably have too much to drink, but be painting, but fuck it. Throw it in the stripper while it's still wet, and I'll be able to repaint tomorrow. Or Sunday. I work till 3 tomorrow. Aldine goes on stage at 7:30. No, I get paid tomorrow. Yeah, we're gonna try my chances.
Might still be too light, but we'll give them a second to dry and check them. May have to go up one more shade. Hey, Norm. If I was close by, I would run you one. I'd bring you up a snap kit and some acrylic paints.
Get up, everybody, don't do that. Get down, everybody, don't leave us be. Bum, 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 bum. Gotta lose your mind in Detroit. Rock it in. Propagator clips. Mushrooms stand here. Mushrooms. All right, okay.
Go a little bit darker. A little bit darker. A little bit darker.
I bought 2 packs of alligator clips and I can only find 3 of them. How the fuck? Oh, really? Of course,
Yeah, that looks better. Yeah, color looks better. What's my phone been pinging about all night long? Gee, it would have been nice if they had asked me before they set all that up. Because maybe I had plans for tomorrow. Yeah, it would have been nice if they'd have told me they wanted to do that ahead of time. Okay. Night, Saga. Okay. Norm, this is the Tamiya F-15C. I don't have an F-22. Do I have an F? Yeah, I do have an F-22, but it's way over there.
Drop my seeing titty. Don't take a long look at those tig old bitties.
Let's see.
Yeah. No, wait, That's logo. Jimmy the Giant baked sweet potato. What the fuck? Oh, Jimmy's getting baked. I'm not getting baked. I'm getting...
Okay, so those are not glued tight up yet.
I had a fucked up day at work, and I was in the mood for a beer. And then a beer turned into 7.
Apparently, this one is a lot heavier than the other one because it needs more counterbalance. Where'd you put it at? Oh, there it is. Epoxy sculpt. Let's see, do I have?
It's not Saturday. What time is it? I should have went to a bank today, but
So ATMs are for you can go anytime you want.
yeah, I need to. I've got my checks direct deposit to my checking, and I need to move some of the cash from the checking to the savings.
What do I have around here that's heavy?
I'm trying to keep a bunch of my checking and keep me from spending a bunch of money. Once it's in my savings, I won't touch it.
I'm not telling you what to do, but as soon as you're eligible, Jimmy, I'd put as much money in your 401k as you can.
That is the other nice thing about this job. They will match your 401k.
Yep.
I got the stuff actually to do that.
Put as much in as they will let you do. Because if it comes time you get ready to buy a house or something, you can pull money from that, or otherwise it's kind of build towards retirement, but also in case it's like a special rainy day fund that you can only get in emergencies.
I have all the stuff from Tyson to do that. I just haven't done it.
Usually it's like 90 days before you can. Most places is 90 days before you can start doing it. But I mean, I don't know. Every place is different. So. Before I go through all this work, though, let me check the other stand and see. The other plane and other stand. Be right back.
I do also after my 90 days there, I get that paid time off. Yeah, 90 days, 3 months. Started August 25th is when I'll be there 90 days. That works. I can take a paid day off that Saturday because we have got tickets to the NASCAR races up here. Works. Yeah, the day that shit goes through the 25th, I'll go throw out PT slip. Uh-oh. Do you guys see me moving?
Yep.
Unfortunately,
Okay. Well, you guys are frozen on my screen. Thinking. Thinking it wants to work. It doesn't want to.
We need to. Nope. Got to add weight.
Oh, there, I can see Dan moving now.
The Tamiya one weighs substantially more than the Revell one does.
I gotta do that. I don't have to think about it for a second.
$36.
Four.
Thing is complete.
Okay, so I am going to have to put weight in here. What do I have? What do I have? What do I have?
You got any little magnets?
My magnets are very little. They're nanos. I'm looking to see what if I have any sacrificial metal around here. I can put epoxy sculpt in there, but I think I'm going to need a little more weight than that.
Mm.
Kind of looking around to see if I got any sacrificial metal around here, busted drill bits or anything like that.
Use like a couple old screws, or like you said, a drill bit. That'd be a good idea too.
I used to have a bunch of wheel weights, but I don't have those anymore. I used them all up.
Heavy.
Don't they make like a liquid lead kind of thing that you just squirt a bunch up in the nose?
It's not the. It's the my base.
It's what?
It's when I put it on the stand,
Oh,
it tips the stand over.
really? Well,
I built this one to match the monogram, but apparently the monogram is not nearly as heavy. Because I tried it with the monogram space, and it just barely. If you breathed on it too hard, it would tip. So I gotta add some more weight. Add some more weight to this one.
Bless you.
Some of these old Allen wrenches.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
I can add a couple of those in there.
I got you, Jeff. I wasn't thinking about that.
But before I do that, let's try a little packing. Stick in there with some packing tape. See if it's enough. See if it's enough.
Take weights off Jimmy's truck. What? Take weights off Jimmy's truck. What the fuck are you talking about? Single cab, long bed, V6. That truck don't weigh shit. Especially in the ass. It's the only reason that V6 will leave a number one for freaking good distance.
It's amazing how dirty a needle will get from like a clogging standpoint, and it really has nothing on it. I could tell it was starting to spray a little funky, and it's hard. I mean, the needle's dirty, but it's hardly anything when you wipe it off.
Well, you guys told me even microscopic shit will affect it.
Yeah, and the tolerances are so tight, but it always surprised me. Like I was starting to notice it was spraying. Like, yeah, I can tell I'm not getting like full pressure through the nozzle.
Yeah, or it'll start spraying crooked or something. And you can tell when
But
it's starting.
you in your mind, you're like, I'm going to take it out. There's going to be big chunks of paint on the needle. And it's like hardly anything, but it's enough. But I mean, I haven't cleaned this airbrush in weeks though. I've been using this a lot. I actually should have used this is my 0.3 needle. I should have used my 0.5 airbrush for the primer. It just doesn't clog up as easily or get dirty, whatever the hell you want to call it. Clogging isn't the right word. Gummed up a little bit. The 0.5 seems less prone to that when you're priming.
I need to order some. Speaking of airbrushes, I need to order some AK Superfilm.
Yeah.
I've looked at videos of other chrome paints and stuff. And, well, the Revell chrome looks the best, but I'm not paying that for that can. I'd rather just get the AK bottle, not have to worry about decanting and shit like that. But
If
what was
Revell
that
was
now?
smart, if Revell was smart, they'd make an airbrush ready of their chrome.
Has anybody tried decanting yet? I've never really looked to see.
I'm not sure. I mean, from what I've seen, you don't really need to because it just out of the can, it's so good. But
I know, but you're
You
spraying
don't
so much.
waste it.
I know you're wasting half of it.
What's his name? One Team Garage. Edgar. Or not Edgar, Ed. Ed is his name, One Team.
Because I mean, if
think
you're
that's his
lucky, you
name.
get two cars out of one of these, but if you decant it, you could probably paint 10.
Yeah,
The
that's a big thing too. The paint.
Ed's decanted that Revell chrome, and it looks pretty fucking good, even out of airbrush. I'd just rather get a thing of AK Super Chrome and not have to worry about decanting and stuff like that. I seen there's another brand making some good chrome. What was the name
Everybody's
of
starting
it?
to get into that game. I got to try my Pro Scale Chrome here. From everything I've seen, it's pretty awesome, but it's a lot of extra steps to be able to have it sealed so you can touch it.
Man, what was the name of the stuff I was looking at? You can clear coat over it and it not lose its sheen, and it's supposed to be really good chrome spray for the airbrush, but it's $58 for a 4-ounce bottle.
God damn.
Yeah, but it is the best looking chrome I've ever seen come out of an airbrush. It is good shit. I'm trying to remember what it was called. Their logo, it was a skull, and it started with an M. Their logo almost looked like how Metallica spells their shit with the big A, with the big M, and the A on the end also big, but it wasn't. It was called something else. I'm trying to remember what the hell it was. I don't know. I watched a video of the guy spraying it, and it looked really freaking good. It did look $58 good. It did look that good, but I'm too much of a cheap ass.
Well, I think when you compare to what people used to pay to send all their dechrome and send all their parts in to be chromed, still a pretty good deal. What it used to cost back in the day, Bob, you remember it was about, what, $1 a part? Trying to
And
remember.
it's
The
another
chrome
thing.
purposes, you would snip all of your chrome pieces off, dechrome them, and then reattach them to a tree, and then send them in, and they would do the same metallized chroming that the vacuum metallized chroming that the kits come in, except for that the plastic's better prepped. There was a couple places in the 90s that did phenomenal chrome work. But it costs a lot of time and money. You had to mail that shit in and wait for it to come back.
Another thing I liked about that stuff is it's self-leveling. And the dude's video I watched, he sprayed it through the airbrush, and then he also brushed it on with a paintbrush. And it looked just the same brushing it as he did when he airbrushed it. Some badass shit, but I'm too cheap to pay 50 something bucks for a 4-ounce bottle. There goes the wizard making his witch's brew.
Almost out of primer. I'm mixing another bottle.
You mean you left the top open and it evaporated?
No, it actually didn't. I
Did?
thought it would have, but it really didn't. In fact, it was still a little bit watery. I've still got some. I'm almost out here with this. I've still got some in here that was mixed a little too watery. So
I should have got the Hobby Lobby and get a couple of those bottles. I haven't been anywhere that's really but work.
get a couple of bottles, and then wherever you buy, if you're buying AK paint, pick up a bottle of these. They're the ball bearings, but drop 2 in there, and got a rattle can mix basically. What's nice, I've got a paint mixer too, so with the balls in there, once they break loose, it mixes the shit out of it. I'll show you here in a minute. I got a bottle of Mr. Surfacer or Jarmus Surfacer in the mixer right now. It should be no.
I've had someone else recommend those balls. My thought was I got a big thing of BBs up there I'll just use for the old pellet gun.
Yeah, just make sure they're stainless so they don't rust in there or cause any. You don't want them contaminating anything.
Yeah, that's true.
And that's basically what these look like, but they're a little bit bigger than a BB for a gun. Yeah, they look a little bit bigger.
They look about the same size, but on camera at least they do.
Yeah, I don't remember this. These weren't too expensive. It comes with a ton of them.
They look more like an airsoft BB. They are a little bit bigger.
Yeah, that's closer in size what they are. They're a lot bigger than a regular BB.
I got those 2 airsoft BBs. I used to be really, really into airsoft.
All right, so coming off the mixer, first thing I'm going to do is check. I'm going to move this around, and there is no chunks at all in the bottom. Nothing.
Jeff, you're texting me. Why don't you come in?
He's suffering from low testosterone levels or some shit he was crying about.
He's sitting there really, really hoping you don't send him that Days of Thunder poster.
Ah. I wonder how much of this paint you actually lose just.
You need to print that poster out and have Durr Photoshop his face onto it instead
I
of
could do
Tom
that.
Cruise's.
I could do that too.
That'd be hilarious. Instead of Days of Thunder, it's Days of Popeye.
Oh shit! I got to do that. Oh yes, I got to do that.
No, it wasn't
Kevin, I do not strain my paint.
SMS. It was
I've never had a need to. Especially Mr. Surfacer. There's anything Mr. Hobby is really high quality. I've never had an issue with any of their paints.
We got that primer job I did on that drill. Pretty damn good looking.
See, Jimmy's a convert. That was the easiest primer job you ever did, wasn't it?
But it looked really good.
Didn't need to strip it. Looked really good.
First of all, bitch.
Huh?
I said, first of all, bitch.
You can still see all the detail.
That I will give you. But primer doesn't really hide none of the detail on the primer.
Well, it's not the primer, it's the airbrush. You're putting it on so thin with that airbrush. You can have 2 coats of primer and 8 coats of paint, and you'll still see that detail. It just you have so much control. It goes on so much thinner.
Yeah, I need to mix up some more stuff and get back to that.
They said, like I'm doing here, I mix a whole bottle, one shot.
I need to get back to practicing on that thing. It's just I come home from work and I ain't
what you haven't had a chance to experience because we had all those problems is how easy it is to do multiple colors in a sitting without having to clean it.
Yeah, I'll paint a color and then just run a little thinner through it and go right to the next color.
Yeah, what we were doing the other night is it has been a couple weeks now. He helped me here. He primered and then he said, well, now's a good chance to practice cleaning it. And then it went south from there.
Yep, I was there.
Yeah, I don't know why that head would have made it.
It doesn't make sense because that setup, that nozzle you had on there is exactly what I've got on mine. I don't know if that's because an older airbrush or what, but all those parts came with that, so it just doesn't make any sense at all.
Well, no, unless that nozzle's plugged up, but I couldn't see anything plugging the nozzle.
Yeah, the whole thing doesn't make a bit of sense. Not a bit.
No.
And by the way, Jimmy, if you're using the pipettes for thinner like I'm using, these you can let them air dry and reuse them. Just don't reuse the ones with paint.
I usually take my Sharpie and I'll put a T on them.
Yeah. If a lot of times I'll do when I'm mixing two, if I'm using a pipette, I'll do the thinner first, then I'll do the paint, so I only have to use one. Obviously, once you get the paint on there, you can't really reuse it. I buy these things in boxes of, well, I accidentally bought 500 of them. I'm glad I did. I haven't had to buy pipettes in a year and a half. I'm about to finish off this bottle of leveling thinners. Lasted me a while. About to finish her off.
I still need to go to Walmart and get some storage drawers and shit. So get all this airbrush stuff organized. Right now, it's all just sitting on the table.
Jimmy, I always keep a bottle of Tamiya LP5, which is semi-gloss black lacquer. I keep this is like 3 or 4 jars in here, mixed all the time, always ready to go. That and the primer. We got every color of primer mixed and ready to go. Even paint.
That's something else Gary sent me. He sent me white primer, gray primer, pink primer, and red primer.
Red primer? Interesting.
Hey, Brett.
Use the pink under the reds. I like to use white primer under blues and greens, depending on if they're, what kind of color they are. Red primer? I never used red primer before. Seen it used on real cars.
I've seen them used to do surface rough. Primer it red, paint it whatever color you want the car, and then do a light sanding and do like a paint peel or surface rough or whatever it is. Which somebody actually sent me this. I've got a few weathered up trucks I'd like to do. But that's
Let's see if that will do it. Sorry, guys, I forgot to mute myself when I'm running that fan.
That's all right. That was more enjoyable than listening to Jimmy.
Fuck you. Go kiss Kamala's ass, you Tesla driver.
What is red getting for primer? Oh, hell no. Red, don't do that. Don't do that.
There we go. Boy, I still could use a little more white. I can put some putty in there and fix that.
I feel like I've ever seen red primer. Red primer used if you like your weathering kit.
I used to use red all the time, but I was using just, duplicolor automotive primer.
This is Scale Finishes red primer red.
Yeah.
Pre-thin, ready to spray.
But that's
It has a little ball already.
That's all I knew was red primer, so that's what I used, and that's the way life went. And
I got white, gray.
Yeah, I got red is probably the only color I don't have right now. I got black, white, red, pink. Yeah, red's probably the only color I don't have.
I like using primers and satins for interiors. So. I'm about to be huffing some. I'm about to go spray that front rear bumper black.
Huffing paint?
Yeah, I'm about to go spray it. Grill and bumper black. Hopefully, Mom's in bed already. She'll get pissed. I'm gonna stink the house up like paint because I don't feel like turning on that.
Yeah, Jeff, this is when I started switching over to the modeling type primers. That's when I went to the other colors. Before, I always just had red because that's what red. You get on the auto parts store and buy primer. That's what you got was red.
Anybody find it a coincidence that both Jeff and Kevin are signing off at the same time? Wonder where they're at.
Things that make you say,
I'm waiting for one of them to slip and go, we got to go. They're going to be like that CEO at that Coldplay concert. Going to get busted canoodling.
That's a suck, though. You always trouble to find a side piece and keep it secret.
Did you see that video?
Ticket does take her out and
If
get
they
busted on video.
had just played it normal, probably nobody would have noticed. I read today that they're both suspended, and he's working on his golden parachute package. Oh, what am I going to work? I need something new to work on. I really shouldn't, but I just primered up some of this Supra GR that I'm working on for my sister-in-law. I'm itching to start some new, but I still got to clean some bench space off here. Let's see, what do we got? That's in work. That's in work. Guess we can bust out the pickup.
To say, did you burn up your must time on your 37 Ford?
I haven't done my makeup time on the 37. I still have about probably 8 hours I could work on that thing. I'm getting tired right now, though. I'm in the process of wearing the engine right now. I'm actually pretty far along. I mean, I'm not too far from 2K in assembly, really.
Yeah, I'll probably do
It's a pretty simple kit.
I ordered a Mexican blanket from STS to put on the seat.
Oh, cool.
And then basically it's just final assembly for me.
No, I figure it's going pretty fast. I'll just wait for the lives and work on it. I've been fighting not opening up an Alpha Models kit this week.
There we go. It kicked me. Going pretty fast, my ass. My 37's kicking my ass.
Yeah,
I'm having a lot of warpage problems with that son of a bitch.
Well, if worst comes to worst, I think next week is 40% week. I would run over to Hobby Lobby and get another kit, like $20. Start over.
Kevin saying, "Don't be a dick." Oh, good Lord, Kevin.
Yeah, that's rich coming from Kevin.
I know, it's ironic.
I got some stuff I need to do down here. I want to. Where's my hand? Where's my hand? Right there. All along that wall right there, I want to hang some particle board and have all my 3D parts hanging.
Oh, pegboard, you mean?
Yeah. I've got them spread out between 4 or 5 drawers. And I cannot find shit. This joint got me floating, skin. That's what Boston Buds just said. That right there is why I was very surprised Boston was an old man. The way he talks, I could have sworn he was like in his 20s.
Yeah, Red. It's cool. Speaking of primer hot rods, that Mr. Surfacer Black is like the perfect rat rod paint job. I've had a couple that I've primered with Mr. Surfacer Black, and I went, man, that looks so good. I don't even want to touch it.
It's clear. If it looks that good, just clear over it.
I love how everybody in the chat's either drunk or high or dying of something.
Well, the only thing I am is hungry. I'll fix that later. Okay.
But there's only 51. Holy shit.
Yeah, exactly. The way he talks, I could have sworn he was like in his 20s. Or at least somewhere around my age.
Let's see here. There, I think that's would probably work.
That looks cool.
So that's what it's going to look at. That's basically it. Let me.
Yeah, a couple rods up its ass.
Yep. So from this side.
Damn, that looks good. Holy shit. Ah, you were doing the blues one. That's right.
Yep. I already got the Cardinals one. Here's the Cardinals one right here.
Oh, way cool.
So at the show, they're going to sit there.
You made that stand?
Yep.
Nice. Nice.
At the show, let's see if I can do this on this small space here. There. Come on. I have to adjust this one.
Man, I keep watching Bob build these planes. I've never built any kind of plane before. And I want to look at it.
They're kind of fun. They're kind of fun. They give you a different perspective. If you ever wanted to do like a weathered car or an old car, an airplane is a great place to start because you're using the techniques you're doing for an airplane are the things that you want to do for like a rusted out car, weathered car.
I've looked at a Spirit of St. Louis plane before, like kit. I think that'd be kind of cool.
That little Revell kit is pretty. It's a pretty nice kit.
What do you use for the tubing up its ass?
Acrylic rod.
Oh.
They sell it for wedding cakes. They put stick, when they have like the super tall wedding cakes.
Mm.
They stick these rods down through there so the cake doesn't fall over or collapse on itself. It's just a acrylic rod.
It's a good idea. I like that. I guess you just heat it to bend it then, with it being acrylic.
And when I need to bend it, I just heat it up. Use the same stuff when I built Darth Vader. When I wanted to light up his lightsaber, I replaced his lightsaber with acrylic rod and put an LED inside his hand so it would light up.
Yeah, I remember you saying that now. What time was it? 33 bumpers. Should only take 2 coats. Yeah, can't do nothing until the bumpers are on the truck. I mean, I'm still waiting for them fucking mirrors I ordered. When I bought the suckers, I knew they were print to order. It'd take like 3 weeks to print the fuckers.
Just come in. How the hell did I do that?
Right on my phone. Oh shit! Those are the chrome parts. That OBS. Oh, God, they're just laying on my
There
floor.
we go. There we go.
Oh, these are
There
the
we
yellow
go.
ones. Man, I couldn't figure out why the hell. Brand new kit, new chrome, and the chrome was yellow when I bought the kit. God. Now what you working on, Standard?
Yeah, 70 El Camino I started a while back.
That's that Flintstone kit, isn't it?
Yeah, I need to get around to getting this one finished. I'm way overdue for this.
I had the 70 and the 71 kit saved my phone. You said they weren't a very good kit, so I never did order it.
The AMT 71 is, well, actually, the old Monogram one isn't very good either.
No, the Flintstone 71, 70, 70, 71.
Well,
Yeah.
the Flintstone stuff just needs a lot of prep work. The good news is I think I finally found a window that fits. I just got to trim it.
The window out of the Chevelle didn't fit in it?
Yeah, that's what pisses me off about the Flintstone kit. It's like this should have been, this was molded after the 70 kit. It should all fit. And I'm on my fourth window.
Huh.
They've required so much trimming. They keep cracking. So now I gotta really carefully trim this one. Yeah, the weird thing is, and I'm guessing the way he reverse molded it, the window fits on the outside perfectly. You put it inside, and it doesn't fit for shit.
That's odd.
Yes, it is. So basically, what I got to do is find out like where it fits, and then I've got to go and trim it. And this time I gotta trim it because I was using snippers and you'll make a little cut in the fucking window cracks. So this time we're gonna be able to make this one work.
And windows, you just lightly sand around the edges until you finally get the.
It's just there's so much of it. I'll probably do some grinding. There's so much of this window that's got to come off. It's all down around the dash. Like a typical AMT kit, it's all down around the dash and the firewall where the AMT kits never fit right.
Of course.
Actually, ooh, shit. You know what? Oh, I might be able to get away with this. Just a little bit of trimming. Yeah, it's got to be a little bit down around the dash.
Okay, hopefully this fits now.
I think on the cab brake lights, it's Dodge. I think the center of that brake light has to go like white or something.
Okay, that's basically how they're going to be displayed to show.
Let me tab back in. I'm on our tab.
Cool. Oh, that's nice.
Ooh, I like that.
Probably will raise up the stand on this one a little bit more. It's flying a little too close to level, but yeah, I think that's where we want to be. Give this one a little more altitude and call it good. Let's move you out of the way before bad things happen.
Oh, you motherfucker! I do not want to. I think the two edges of that cab light go white or center. I'm seeing a little LED ones. I'm not seeing some. That's also an LED. There we go. That's a third gen brake light, but we'll go off of that. Oh, there's the stock one. Okay, so the two edges of that brake light, white in the center red. What I thought I'd check to make sure. Right. There we go. Go to paint. That's a big old spider. Paint both of them.
One more time. Hopefully this is the last time. Once again, for the last time, hopefully. Now it's too tall. Now it's too extreme. We're going to live with that. That'll work. Oh, shit, I did it backwards. Ah, damn it.
Oh, grill and bumper finally finished this job. Oh shit! Oh shit! I definitely just got black paint all over me. I did not realize when I rubbed my eye, I had black paint on my hand. Yeah. I'm going to give that thing about 7 minutes. And then I'll see if he's on. Oh, I'm sort of small, but it should be. The issue is me blacking out all the chrome. I've already painted my wheels. Josh is outside screaming at something.
Hopefully that one will work. Yes.
I need to buy some spider bombs.
Okay, that looks good.
Ridiculous time.
All right. Sorry, guys, for having to look at my ugly mug.
Yeah, you're prettier than
Bring
Dan.
you back over here. I keep hitting the buttons with the camera tripod too. Okay, let's see.
It's 52. I gotta be going to bed. They're not going to work tomorrow still. Oh, all right, guys. I gotta jump. I'll catch you guys all later.
All right, have a good night.
See you guys. How do I leave? Why is it not? Oh, wrong button. Dumbass.
Get a picture. Oh. again. Put a little tension on them. Boom. Boom. Okay. Close. Okay. One more adjustment. Put a little more tension on these. All right. One more try. A little bit taller on either, both of them. All right. All right. One more. Night, Red. Oh, we had 90 degrees here, and we got a heat wave coming. Starting tomorrow, it's going to be like 90 up to 100 sometime next week.
Yeah, I'm ready to quit the planet.
Okay. Okay. My camera readjusted here. There we go. Okay. Save as. Save. Save as. Save. Okay. Come on. No spinning circle. one more. Come on. Spinning wheel, spinning wheel, spinning wheel. Okay, now let's go back to here. 1, 2, 3. Over here. Freeze that screen. Window. There we go. Here's the two of them together that we're going to have. The St. Louis Cardinals one here and St. Louis Blues one there. There we go. Yeah, they're both from the Missouri Air National Guard. From the 110th Fighter Squadron, St. Louis Air National Guard. Well, that's where their station is. We're stationed in St. Louis. Now they're in Kansas City. Yeah, the air to here was just like thick today. As soon as you walked out the door, it was like getting hit in the face with a brick. So, okay, so the Eagle is done, except for getting a new canopy. But it's on there. The old one's on there, which will work fine until the new one gets here. I will probably tomorrow take it off the stand and I'll put a gloss coat on that stand so it matches the other one. Yeah, right now at 10 o'clock it is 77 degrees and we have 90% humidity. Dew point 74 degrees. So that's like soup. Yeah, we're a long way from the ocean to get any breeze here. No ocean breeze for us. If you get a breeze coming across the river, it just smells like mud. Oh, I forgot about that spot I wanted to touch up. Here we go. All right. Yeah, we're definitely in Swamp Ass here. I'll take a second here. I'm going to do a quick shout out for a place where I like to get some of my car decals. Come on, camera. Come on, camera. scredlines.com. He specializes in replacement decals and stuff for Hot Wheels cars, but he also has a pretty good selection of 124 scale decals in there. I've never had a bad one from him. Every one I've ever got from him has been awesome. Awesome decals. They're got the white backing behind them, so you can put them over dark colors, or just like a regular manufacturer's decal. The only difference is you got to cut them out because they're all on one sheet. Say, in fact, these are ones I just picked up from him this week. The blue and black Trans Am. So you get the eagle, you get the small badges for the trunk and for the sail. You get your Trans Ams for the sides, and you get your little 6.6 or the smaller ones for the side of the hood scoop. And these are like $4 from them, and it does some really cool ones. Is there like a Hot Wheel that you want to do and make a model of? He can hook you up with the decals to make whatever. If you want to turn a 55 into one of the ones, the Hot Wheel ones. Yes, but that's his web. He also sells on eBay, but scredlines.com is his web page, and I recommend him very highly. So that's a commercial for tonight. Now we'll do another one. As long as we're doing commercials. MCV Products, mcvproducts.net. We bring your models to life. Do we have any more? Yeah, we do. We'll do them all right now. STS Decals, Terry's Model Rod Shop. Again, for all your decal needs. Does a lot of custom ones. Really, very good, very good, very good ones. And last one I'll do Spotlight Hobbies. They have really good prices on kits and stuff. And then they always throw you in a cute, funky little set of decals and a nice sticker, like a holographic sticker and all that. Okay, so that's that. Is there any more? We'll do one more. We got it. What's over here? Slicks Decals. They do some good products too for your racing cars. All right. I promise that was the last one.
And I'm sponsored by Brondo.
I'm not sponsored by any of them. Well, I guess I kind of a little bit am. I mean, Matthew sends me free stuff all the time, and then every time I order, he sends me a bunch of free stuff. And STS gives me every time I order, he sends me the gift certificate for my next order. So for like 10% off.
Nobody got the Brondo reference? That sucks. I actually wanted to put that in my pre-roll.
Yeah, from Idiocracy.
I have the graphic. I want to put it in my pre-roll. That's my sponsor. Brondo. It's got electrolytes.
Yes, from Idiocracy.
The movie that is quickly becoming a documentary.
Yes, it is. Hector Macho Man Camacho was the president.
Oh, that. What was it? Hector Elizondo. When he gives that speech, I love the teleprompter. I know everything's fucked up right now. Shit. As it's scrolling across the teleprompter. I'll be damned. I finally got this window to fit. This is not a plug for Jimmy Flintstones because this thing was shit. This thing was expensive too.
I get you back on. Yeah, look at my hand. I never had a problem with anyone for him. I guess I just been lucky.
This one was pretty bad. I have his Chop Top 32 body. It's not bad. It was warped as shit, but that was easy to fix with some hot water.
Yeah, I mean, there was a little miter heat and bend and shape and a little sanding and filing to get the chassis to fit, just because the resin was so much thicker than the plastic.
The amount of sanding and fitting. All right, that good. That works.
Yeah.
Now, if I can get this, let's see if the interior will fit with that in.
Yeah, I have no sponsors. So the closest thing I had to a sponsor is every time I do a big order, Terry sends me an extra gift certificate for 10% on my next order, and Matthew usually sends me popped in 3 or 4 extra freebie stuff whenever I do an order from him. That's as close as I get to a sponsor. No discount codes, none of that stuff. However, Temu sends me like 4 emails a week wanting me to do sponsored videos for them, and then the Ridge wallet I get from them all the time, and then the Pampered Chef I get ones from them want me to sell their food boxes. And it's like no, and no. Which is just some AI Autobot sending crap out, hoping they get something. No, I am kind of sort of sponsored by a couple guitar companies, but that's a different channel. The one hooks me up because every time they don't have any native English speakers in their company. They're based in China, so they send me all their copy and stuff and have me read over it and see if it sounds right in American English. And they hook me up every now and then. They send me advanced samples and test shots and stuff like that of the different guitar models they bring out. I think they've sent me like 3 in the last 5 years, but that's cool. Another one is a parts sales place. They send me same deal. They send me parts every now and then, which I donate. I build it every time I build a guitar out of those free stuff. I always donate it to charity. So everybody gets the profit from that. So anyway, let me get okay, I think I got all the putty out from under my fingers. It is coming up on 20 after 10 here. I think I'm going to go ahead and shut it down for tonight.
Yeah, it's about bedtime.
Probably see everybody on Got Fuels tomorrow evening, I guess, depending on what happens in the world between now and then. So I thank everybody for dropping in tonight, even though we're just kind of impromptu thing, and we'll see you guys next time.